Hey Body Love Mamas, it's Ali, and today we are talking about form and technique. So these lower body exercises are really important for you to nail. You want to make sure that form and technique is right because we find them so often in our workouts, and they're super important because you might use them in birth, and a plié is one of those positions. So it's a great way to strengthen all the muscles from the feet, the calves, all the muscles of the legs, the back chain and the front chain. So a great exercise for lower body strengthening and a really good way to stretch out the pelvic floor. We're going to use Jacqui, who's my dear friend and instructor, and she is beautiful, 30 weeks pregnant with her first baby, and she is going to show us her body so we can look at form and technique and things that often go wrong as well. So we're going to start facing forward and show you what a plié looks like from the front, and then we'll face the side so you can see the sort of things that might go wrong in her spine. So first things first, bring yourself into the center of the mat for me. Yeah, and you're going to heel and toe your feet out nice and wide. Turn the toes out, but not too far. Often when you're pregnant, you have lots of joint laxity, so you feel like you're going to get this big, massive turn out, but that's going to damage those knees. So we want to have just a gentle turn out, nothing too massive. And then you think about drawing up through the arch of the foot, through the front line of the body, and you're starting to think about stacking your body. So don't stick your butt out. You want to think pelvis, baby, rib cage, shoulders, and just float your head up nice and tall on top. A good guide is to take your hands on your hips, just like Jacqui's doing here, and we're imagining going up and down like an elevator, the knees tracking over the third or fourth toes. So as you inhale, you glide down, tailbone goes heavy, sinking down like you're gliding down a marble wall, and then exhale, you gather and slowly lift up. So as you inhale, think tailbone goes down, everything slides down, knees open, and as you exhale, gather, lift and stand tall. Your pelvic floor wants to drop and open, and then gather and lift on the way out. One more time. We're going to go down and we're going to hold it here. We want to make sure that the sitting bones are flared, tailbone is heavy, that we're thinking about not flaring through the ribs, the heart is open. Take one more inhale, spread through the toes, and then energetically lift through the arch of the foot to stand up and pause. She's going to heel and toe her feet back towards one another to protect her pubic symphysis, and then she's going to turn to the side like a legend and step wide over her mat, heel and toe out, not too wide, and we're going to watch it side on, looking at what happens to the curve of her spine. So as she inhales, sinks down, the knees are going to go wide out to the side, but you notice that she just sinks straight down, knees tracking over her third or fourth toes, and then she gathers, lifts and stands all the way back up. So think inhale, drop and open through the pelvic floor, and then gather, squeeze, lift and hover up. Let's look at her spine now. We take an inhale, we go down. So even though the tailbone is heavy, she's still got a little curve through her lumbar. Sometimes people tuck under, so you feel this squeeze forward and the glutes are on, the pelvic floor is not stretched out. So we want to release the glutes, get that little curve, and then you feel really strong in this position, and we stand all the way up. The other thing that can happen is we see the booty go out too far, and this is a different exercise, guys. This is more of a sumo squat. So we want to make sure if you're in a plié, we think tailbone heavy but not drawing forward. Pubic bone standing straight down, everything stacked. We take an inhale, think spread, and then exhale, energetically lift, stand tall. We pause, and then we heel and toe the feet safely back together. Maybe pedal out through the feet. And that is how you do a plié.